Okay, here we go. Hey YouTube, I'm Anna and welcome to my couch. In 2020 and the beginning of 2021, I, like a lot of people, had a lot of free time on my hands. I was spending a lot of time at home. In Seattle, we've been in lockdown on and off for a pretty long time. I started turning more towards the internet and ways to entertain myself that typically I probably haven't in the past just because I didn't have as much free time on my hands. And all of that, I discovered YouTube. Obviously, YouTube has been around for a really long time at this point, but I hadn't spent a lot of time on it prior to COVID, really. I learned to really love some of the creators and content and stories people were telling online, and got really excited about the platform. It's a cool place where you can learn anything from like how to style your hair and do your makeup and do your nails. You can learn how to be a coder. You can learn how to get really fit. You can learn how to travel the world and visit other countries and speak other languages. It's just an interesting place with infinite possibilities. I got really excited about some of the things that I was seeing. Got particularly excited when I came across a video that, of course, the algorithm fed me about building a tiny home in Joshua Tree, California. This is a video that Robuilt put out, and I'll link his channel in the description box, where he talks about building a tiny home from scratch in the desert and turning that into an investment property on Airbnb. And this seemed like such a cool concept to me. Over the past year or two, I've done a lot of research looking at buying a home in Seattle. And if you live in a big city, then you're probably like me and really exhausted by just constantly seeing the prices go up and up, trying to keep up with that. So I decided this year that instead of trying to buy a house in Seattle, I would buy just a piece of land in Joshua Tree, California, 3 states away, in a place that I've only been to one other time. After seeing this video, I did a lot of research in investment properties and what it's like to build a home and what it's like to have an Airbnb. Decided this was something that I wanted to do for myself. I booked a flight to California, to Joshua Tree and Palm Springs, and spent a few days out in the desert just traveling around and trying to get a lay of the land and look at different properties and weigh the options of like buying an actual pre-built home or buying a piece of land or not doing it at all. And so I came back really excited with the ideas and possibilities, and through all of that I decided, why not share this experience on YouTube with other people who are interested in this kind of idea. So I'm not just building a rental property, I'm also building a YouTube channel from scratch, which is something that I've never done before, and honestly, it's so terrifying to be sitting in my apartment with my cat snoring. Hopefully you can't hear that. I know there's a lot of people out there who are interested in building their own properties or listing something on Airbnb or trying to find an alternative source of income outside of their regular 9-to-5 jobs. And I think it's an interesting story to tell. So if you're interested in learning what it's like to do this day one from scratch from somebody who has doesn't even like own any property and has zero business or zero clue doing this, then this will be the story and channel for you to check out. I'm excited to have this channel and share this story with you because I know the power of getting to see somebody live out their life and pursue something that they're really interested in. And I've really enjoyed watching different stories from other creators on YouTube, and so I thought, why not share my own with you guys? And by you guys, I mostly mean my mom and dad and probably like my grandparents in Florida watching this. With this project, there's a lot of unknowns for me. I don't even own property right now. I don't own a house. I don't own anything anywhere. I guess I just bought my car for the first time this year. It's a huge learning curve for me. That scares me a ton. It also scares me that I'm buying potentially a piece of land 3 states away in a place that I've done a lot of research on, but I can't just like walk over there and go visit it when I want to. So I have to put a lot of my trust into other people to make sure that things are going well, and I have to manage all of that, and that's pretty terrifying, to be honest. It's also scary to put a lot of money into something and not know how it's gonna turn out. This really is a huge investment, and I'll be spending more money than I've ever spent on a single thing in my life. On the one hand, I'm so excited because I have so many awesome ideas for what this could be, but on the other hand, I've never done this before. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I don't know what I don't know, which is, I can already tell, a ton. Hopefully in the end of all of this, I will have a really cool small home that I can, of course, go to myself and visit with my friends and family, but also rent out when I'm not there and make some money off of it. If this were to go like really right, I have such great ideas for like what the house would look like and how I could decorate it and how I could style everything and share it with everyone. So if this made any sense, so if you're interested in just hearing a story from scratch, if you're interested in investments, alternative sources of income, if you're interested in design and homes and building, all of those things are things that I'm gonna be really trying to find out from the beginning, and I'm just taking you guys along for the ride. I'm really just building this channel as a way to share with my friends and family and anyone else who's interested how I'm going about doing this build in Joshua Tree. So in the next videos to come, I'll talk to you more about my plans for the house, where I'm at in the process, more about what goes right, and honestly probably a lot about what goes wrong, and then hopefully can share some other fun experiences and traveling along the way. All right, I think that's all I have for now. How do I end this? If you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. You're probably my mom. If you are interested in this story, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel so you can stick with it and get more updates, but if not, that's okay too. Either way, I hope that you're having a happy day and you're living a productive life, and I will see you in the next one.